Hi, my name's Dr. Julie Orman. For many years as a chiropractor in the San Francisco Bay Area, I've been providing a unique combination of both traditional chiropractic with what I believe to be a revolutionary approach to healing called Network Spinal Analysis, or network care. In this video, we'll talk about the underlying philosophy of network care versus traditional chiropractic, and how the adverse effects of stress and tension can play a part in the health of your entire body. When your body begins to reduce stress and ease spreads throughout your body, it's wonderful to see the healing effects it can have. How does network care differ from traditional chiropractic? Network care is very different than traditional chiropractic. As a matter of fact, you might even consider it two different fields. It's very, very gentle. There's no cracking, popping, twisting, anything like that at all. In fact, network care is so gentle that your body responds by relaxing and opening up and being more sensitive to healing. It's healing through the spreading of ease. How does accumulated stress affect the health of your spine? People can actually have physical baggage from the things that they have been throughout their lives. So there's physical stress that we've been through, which could be things like car accidents or falls out of a tree, or the way you sit at a computer every day, or perhaps if you sleep with too many pillows under your head. Those could all be physical stresses. There's emotional stress, which most people are pretty familiar with. And then there's chemical stress, which many people don't even stop to think about, but that could be things like pollution, medication, hairspray, chemicals that you work around. And anytime you get one of these stresses, it actually can physically affect your body. And if you don't get rid of that physical effect, after some time, your body actually begins to change. Network chiropractic is a way of releasing tension from your body, unwinding the built-up tension that's accumulated there. So I believe that every time a person has some sort of stress happen to them, if their body doesn't have a way of getting rid of it, an element of it will linger there.
I had had muscle spasms, and all along the outside length of my legs there was pain all the time, as well as pain in the spasms, just from this constant pulling my femurs to rotating outward. And I'd had just a lot of hands-on work, as well as yoga and stretching and everything I could think of, applying oils, aromatic oils. And I'd been told by two chiropractors very recently that, other than ultrasound and maybe Philippine psychic surgery, that I was just going to have a lot of really deep tissue stuff that was probably not going to be comfortable to break up those adhesions, and it was going to take a long time. And it released in the first session. It was amazing. And I went home and slept about 13 hours. It was in the afternoon. I went straight to bed.
I dance for a jazz dance company called Savage Jazz Dance Company here in Oakland, and I teach elementary school children. Mostly, I think what brought me here was knowing that the way that I had been training had a lot of tension in it, just because I had approached it in a really tense way in order to get strong very fast and be able to do lots of really difficult things and lots of energetic things. And what I noticed was that the buildup of tension was now interfering with my ability to dance without pain.
The body builds up tension in the spinal cord, something like this, okay? And you can see this, I'm twisting the sock. Network is meant to help a body heal through unwinding the tension. So each time a person gets a treatment, the tension begins to ease out of their body, and through that ease it actually allows the body to start working better again. Network care is a technique to unwind all that tension that's been building up in your body throughout your lifetime. Tension that's been causing you pain or discomfort or lack of ease, so your body can be free to heal itself. How does the subtlety of network care facilitate healing?
It's very calm, and it's like you just move into this state very naturally. It's like an energy field is created around you, and I can feel the places in my body where release is happening, because it's like a slow, it's like a fluid, very, very slow stream of energy.
When I'm being adjusted, I imagine that, like, I can feel information being passed along and disseminating like a drop of water that like goes through the body and tells other parts of the body that are not being touched directly information, and the whole, it's just like a constant melting into the table.
You know, but it was a totally new thing for me to feel that my body could do something that I wasn't telling it to or asking it to do or letting it do. It was just going on its own, and it was real neat, and also, you know, it was a little scary, and it was just something you want to feel like you want to keep going with that. You know, it's a great release. Yeah.
There's something that is really subtle that's like a little reminder or wake-up call to the body. And it's very mysterious because the movements are so minimal. However, I know from my own experience that usually the more subtle the work is, the more profound the effect is.
So many results. People get different attitudes about their own life. I just recently had somebody tell me that he's been a workaholic and he finally realized that this is not the way to be in his life anymore. It gives people a chance to look inward, but without a lot of effort. People only need to come and lie down. You don't need to believe in what I'm doing. You don't need to try to do anything. You just show up and lie down, and I work with your body in a way that helps relieve this tension, and it makes people look inward somehow.
I guess I know my body a little better. I find it a little easier to move in my body now. I don't find, I don't feel so rigid.
But network really is something that, like, organically to the core makes sense to my body, not only to my intellect, but to my body. It just makes sense. And it just feels so good.